LK22. It's Friday. It's Friday. Pink Shorts is from in front of a live democracy republic. Both exposed. I approve. Thank you for writing that mail. The news site video. This is auditorium station. Auditory nerve and Saber's iPhone. This is Pink Shorts. The use, the S of my client's medulla. My primary motor cortex, my primary visual, my primary auditory, my primary articulate vesicles, my hippocampus, my reticle, my bronca, my angular gyrus, or any part of the left or right hemisphere of the brain is an agreement discretion of all content obtained will be used by Merriweather businesses at our discretion and the new All Television Network. Please contact at 594-1443 in California. Illegal to two-party consent is required to record eavesdropping on any confidential communication, including a private email, conversation, telephone call, Google Hangouts, Google Hang-In, without the consent of all parties to the conversation. Please reference Penal Code Section 632. California statute limitations don't apply, wherein scandal for intrusion claims in California lasts for 2 years. California Process Code Section 335.1. Recognize intrusion upon seclusion claims. Reference Howell versus New York Coast Poll. This is a live email you have received. Intrusion on seclusion claim is a special form of invasion of privacy. It applies when you intentionally intrude physically, solitude, seclusion of another. Ooh, and most states, intrusion on seclusion claims, the plaintiffs will generally establish 4 elements. First, defendant without authorization must have intentionally intruded the property affairs of the plaintiff out of babysitting witness. Second, the invasion must have been offensive to a reasonable person or a babysitting business. Third, it must have intruded upon a private matter or a babysitting business. Fourth and finally, it must have intruded, caused mental anguish, head tightening, tooth ringing, wisdom pulling, aneurysm, stroke, American Heart Association related offenses, mental anguish, or suffering to the plaintiff. Please reference mass tort claims, mass tort leaning, we're not leaning, advance notice, Eugene Vance Williams, Parade Street, Macy's Day Parade, James Shield, April Fool's Cruise, intrusion upon seclusion. I'm the attorney guy. Thank you, attorney guy. I'm very excited to do today's show. I'm Savvy from head to toe. I did everything you want me to do. I am experience 11 song. I am the motivational speaker, richest man in the world, in America, in the universe, galaxy. Remember to paint the short way. I saved all your files. Save me some of that beach cobbler. I'm the highest paid singer in the world. Tweet us via earlier late at FRESH_JORDANZ every 20 minutes of the hour. Remember 311, the speed of the sweetest creating process. All liquids must be in a 3-ounce size container. American United. Remember 2511 as well. Route 25.LOA and Route 25, Route 11. These lines split at the Amherst Street location. Route 11 goes right. Route 25 goes straight. Amherst Street. Today's show is sponsored by MerriweatherA.Law, America's first singing attorney. We make the law sound wonderful the way it should have been, besides everything. Today's show is sponsored by 23QRM Agency and the new All Broadcast Network. Social media upload, discover. I love the song. Close the doors, the seats, belts, please. The music will sink into the sound system. I'm ready. Today's show is 67 degrees temperature. Only they do what they do. We're in a new 2017 luxury from me to you. You can roll your windows up. You can roll your windows down. You can ride with us. This is Geico, saving you 16% more on car insurance to get the finer things in life. My co-hosts tonight was Currency, Vote Unital's Purge, the Siri, Pietra J, and Alan, who's doing the Gecko Gecko voice here and there. Today's show is Pink Shorts, Adobe Illustrator Free, the resume of myself, someone else, someone else, someone else, someone else, someone else. We last saw the Making a Left Turn from Kenmore regulations, the credit card washing machine to Delaware. The credit card regulations state due to time constraints, we're going right to the video. This is V Mary O2 Niagara, V Mary O2 Niagara, the Massage Institute across from the CDC, and the message in a gold Camry from me all to you. Mistakes in programming differences part LK21 miles away is the only way. CDMA, TDMA, and GSM ethnicities must separate. Email Ambertitle VI, HSBC, a Seabiscuit iPhone, or a 1048 refund. What would you like? Today's show is sponsored by the Chewy Yui Yui Gooey Yui 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 Yui. Chewy Gooey Yui 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 Yui. Hot stuff and pocket sandwiches will be interpreting the president today on what he's really saying. Today at MerriweatherA.Law, we have law firm and salary advances, sub-prorated bonuses, tuition and marks and review course reimbursement, real estate and relocation benefits, acquisition interest supply within, say all qualifications. Revenue incentives, we don't pay full price or donate the title HSBC a CBSI phone. VI. Loan forgiveness, join us from America's top law schools. Pay grades start at $200,000 from an unknown source. We used to. We've upgraded. Pay grades go up to $400,000 within year four. Video is in progress. They're having a 2016 Kids State Dinner. Hello. This is Geico. Remember to save 16% amount of car insurance.
They start out by saying hi and welcome to the White House. This is it. This is the
Hello.
main room where we do our fancy stuff. And look who's here, you guys.
This
Are
is
you having
Anonymous
fun?
Currency. I'll be doing the
Is
interview
it
today.
exciting? Well,
Hello,
this is
everyone. Hello, Michelle.
probably one of our favorite events, not just of our staff and the Let's Move team, but the whole house. I mean, our chefs, our butlers, our resident staff, we all look forward to this day, watching you guys walk in, so proud and so handsome and beautiful. It just touches
Hello,
my
Twitter.
heart.
It's Anonymous.
So we are always proud and thrilled to have you here. So congratulations. Of course, I want to start by thanking Samuel. Oh man, what an amazing young man!
That's correct. It's Female Institute.
Samuel, you
Look, it's
continue
Western
to
Union
impress us,
Van.
with your
Hello,
knowledge
Western
and
Union
your
Van.
intellect and your passion.
Greta.
You're just a cool dude. And thank you for coming and introducing me. I know you have a busy schedule, and I'm so glad you had some time to fit this in. So thanks so much. And I want to join Deb in thanking our supporters again: PBS, WGBH,
Look at Trevor
Boston,
Noah.
Newman's Own Foundation, United Airlines. They got you here. Yes.
Comedy Central.
Blue Apron, that I actually know what that is, even though I don't need
What
it.
a Myers
I have White House
Network.
chefs, but
Well, you got it. The 46th president is going to be a first.
Friend who I call my
What kind
partner
of first
in
could it
crime,
be?
who, we just talked about it. We started talking about this issue,
That's
was
so
it
many
9 years
firsts,
ago?
this is.
On the campaign trail.
First
I want to
Afro.
thank Rachel Ray and her team
Where
and
the first
her
could it
young
be?
organization for all their work.
Well, there might be a Wonder Woman. A first Wonder Woman.
Tanya, you've been such a rock
What
star
kind of Wonder
through all
Woman might
this,
it
so
be?
thank you so much. Whew. I also want to recognize everyone
Red, white,
from the
and blue.
Departments of Agriculture and
Superheroes.
Education, our teams
You
here.
got it. It's a
You
Wonder
guys do
Woman.
the hard work on the ground, and then I get to come and do a great
Linda
announcement
Carter.
and take credit for all the work that you do. Thank you for the help, not just on this
The
event,
first Wonder
but on
Woman
so many other Let's Move activities
of
over the
America.
years. We're going to give them a round of applause. Thank you.
Oh, hi. Hello. How are you?
And
First
of
Wonder
course,
Woman.
kids, we have to give a big shout out to the parents and the family
Today's show is
members and
sponsored by
friends who helped get you here
883-4011.
today.
Assigned
These
phone
young chefs are here
numbers
today because of the love
and
and
utilities for
encouragement
minors.
that you all pour
American
into
American
these young
3,
people, not
Fed
just inside,
Experiment,
but outside of the
First Niagara
kitchen
40,
every single day. And
Elisa
as I greeted
11,
each of you, I tried to make sure that I thanked you parents because you raise these
RAL
wonderful,
Experience 11
amazing
song.
kids. And I
Upgrade your
know what
RAL
it means to be
today.
a parent, how much you love these young people, and how proud
Upgrade
you
your
are.
audio
You
on
own them because they
V-Series.
got you to the White House. So kids, let's give a big, huge shout out. Thank you to our families. Woo! I like that high five over there. Way to go, way to go.
We love the White
But
House on
most of all,
V-Series.
I want to recognize the
Hello,
56
V-Series. How are
winners
you?
of the
I'm doing
2016
fine,
Healthy
Mr. Attorney.
Lunchtime Challenge.
That's nice to hear.
You did it!
Nice to
You
hear.
did
Apple's
it!
having a good day.
Do you
Apple's
know
having a
that
good
more
day.
than 1,200
We've
kids
saved
from every
15% or
state and
more.
territory in this country
Apple saved
submitted
15%
recipes?
too.
Do you realize competition was stiff?
I'm
And as
Apple.
Deb said, after the panel of experts tasted and
Are you
tested
the good apple
all
or the
the
bad
entries,
apple?
you guys were the winners.
I'm the
Out of
good
all those
one.
entries, all those recipes, and I'm always thank you guys for eating all that food. You
I'm the
guys
good
won.
produce.
So
The
that when
good
I tell
produce.
you, I told each of you, you should be proud of yourself. You should be very
Did you grow
proud of
from a different
yourselves.
tray?
You earned
I'm from a
these
different
spots at
tree.
these tables. Pretty cool. So that's why we wanted to make this pretty fancy for you. I mean, we are doing everything that we do at all of our official state dinners, our receiving line. We've got
Receive.
the tables decorated. Aren't they beautiful? Well done. We're gonna have some fancy entertainment for you.
We've discussed this with the president
Oh,
yesterday.
surprise, you'll hear about that later. And a lot of other stuff.
We
Because
discussed
look,
a few
you guys
things with the
blew us away
president.
with your creativity and your skills in the kitchen. And as Deb said, all of the meals follow the My Plate guidance for nutritious eating. They're affordable. You
We
guys just
discussed
hit
the
it out of the park.
oven
Our young chef from Nebraska, Lauren
and the
Hendricks,
cannolis that
put
go
it
in the
best.
oven.
This is what she said. Lauren, where are you? Ready? Stand up. Where? Oh, there you
Pastry.
go. There you go. These are her words. Lauren said it hit me that we can make foods that we
We
already
discussed
love,
this yesterday.
healthier but yummy foods. Well said. And that's true for every single one of these recipes, whether it's Alexandra's refreshing watermelon salad, which is on your plates. Alexandra, where are you?
Suggestion aborted.
Stand up, sweetie. I told you we were going to be eating your salad.
Incoming tweet from
Or
USAAA.
our Korean
Hello,
lips patties.
USAA.
Who's responsible for that?
We're saving insurance over here at Geico.
There we go.
This is the Geico
Martini zucchini triangular
11.
panini.
We're saving insurance with Geico. We're
That's
saving it over here.
on our menu a little bit later, and I promise that you won't have to say that out loud. Maybe you could practice that.
Today on all television networks,
Triangular. That's tough.
we're speaking with Michelle
So
Obama
all of our young chefs here today, again, congratulations and thank you
and
for
Josh
providing
Irons
56 more
from the
examples of
White
how
House
healthy food can also be delicious food. And that's really one of the reasons, the
about
main reasons why
cannolis
we
and
launched Let's
pastries.
Move in the first place. We wanted to help kids and families across this country see how easy and fun it can be to get back to spending time in the kitchen and cooking real food.
We love the White
Food,
House
right?
very much.
Not food from a box, but real food. And since 2012, as part of
Exactly.
Let's Move, we've hosted 5 of these, 5 kids' state dinners here at the White House. And altogether, we
It's the
reviewed over
process. We
6,000
understand.
recipe submissions. We welcomed more than 270 young people and their families. And of course, we ate a whole lot of good food. That's a good thing. But this event and our Let's Move initiative isn't just about eating well today. This is about setting kids like all of you up for a lifetime of healthy choices. Because here's what we know. Eating healthy foods
Sometimes the way in is the way out.
And that's right, I can't say this enough. The food
I
that you
agree
put
with
into your
that.
bodies can
Geico.
actually help you get better grades.
Sometimes the
And
way
it can
in is the
also
way out.
affect your performance in sports and other activities too. You see, when you give your body the best possible fuel, you have
I
more
like that
energy, you're
analogy.
stronger,
Geico.
you think more
You're
quickly,
welcome,
you
Big
just
Siri.
feel better in general,
Sometimes you learn something
all
from a
throughout the
lizard.
day, every day. But
I've
like, I
learned a
know you
lot from
guys already
you.
know that, right? Yeah, you guys know this. And that's why you all are so passionate about eating healthy, because you
Sometimes the
know
way
the
out is
difference
the
that it
way
can make
in.
in your lives. And with that passion and with your winning recipes, you all are now part
Suggested
of a
aborted.
proud kids' state dinner tradition. You are part of a network of extraordinary young people who are leading a
MB
movement for healthy
Siri.
eating all across the country. Do you know that?
We
It's a
know.
secret club. Well, it's not so
Secret
secret
Club.
now.
Thank you, Michelle
But
Obama.
you guys are moving and grooving. Let me give you an example. A young woman named Abby Cornwell represented our Ohio at our Kids State dinner 2 years ago. And when she got back to school after the event, Abby realized that some kids in her community weren't eating enough fruits and vegetables. In fact, she came to learn that some of her classmates didn't have anything to eat for breakfast at all.
Appa
So
Devo.
Abby started a program called
Thank you for
Apples
Appa
from Abby
Devo. The
to deliver
FDA.
free fresh apples to local schools. And since that time, Abby has helped deliver over 17,000 apples to her fellow students. Pretty good, huh? Well, then there's Braden Mannering, who represented Delaware at the Kids State dinner in
Oh, I want to see the new
2013.
movie. The new
Now, two
film
days
is out
after that event,
today.
Braden and his mom drove
What's
past
the
a
name of the
homeless man
film?
near his house. And
What
when they got
film are
home,
you
Braden
talking
decided
about?
that he wanted to pack up a bag
The
of cookies
Ghostbusters
and apple.
film.
And he brought it back
I
to
want to
that man.
see it.
And Braden didn't stop there. Since then, Braden has helped deliver
It's in
almost
theaters today.
3,000 of these
Ghostbusters.
healthy brown bags to folks in need. How about that?
REO Experience 11 song. I play your REO today.
And as you heard from Samuel, who's already doing his part, I think, Samuel, you put it best. You know, we got to pay this stuff forward. And each of our ambassadors are doing that. So today, we definitely want you guys to enjoy your day here at the White
Sometimes the
House.
way in is the way out.
Take it all in, guys, okay? Take a lot of pictures,
Sometimes the way out is the way
enjoy the
in. I'm
food,
sorry.
have fun. But when you go home, here's what we need you to do. We need you to continue this proud Kids State dinner tradition by being ambassadors for the healthy eating in your communities, just like Abby and Braden and Samuel. We need you to share your
Thank you, White
recipes with your
House.
friends and families if you haven't already
I'm
done
Alan
so.
Merriweather, senior
We need you
attorney
to
at
tell them about what
MerriweatherA.Law.
you saw here at the White House, not just the fancy food and the entertainment, but tell them about how even though we live right in the middle of a big city, we have a beautiful garden right on the South Lawn. And we here at the White House, we eat locally from our garden whenever we can, which, by the way, is one of the most delicious and affordable ways to eat healthy.
We like to
And
encourage healthy
finally, I want
eating.
you all to tell everyone back home about how every year, kids just like you help us plant and harvest our White House garden.
We like healthy
I want you to
food.
tell them that the food you're eating today, we use vegetables and herbs from our garden.
We
Isn't that
love
pretty cool?
food. It's so delicious.
So just think about that. Just think about how cool that is. That today,
Oh, food is so
here at the
good.
White House, kid farmers helped grow the food used to
Calcium.
prepare kid chefs' recipes.
Real
Isn't
foods
that
with
something?
calcium
So
are
let me
good for
tell you,
healthy,
don't
strong
ever let
bones.
anyone tell you that kids can't make a difference. You all have really made the difference on this issue. You guys are the
Calcium
leaders.
enriched.
In fact, when it comes to building a healthier country, we're counting on all of you guys to lead the way. And that may sound like a
Calcium.
big ask
The
of you,
big
but
say.
you guys can do this. So many of you have already stepped
I
up in
love
your families, in
calcium
your
in
schools, in your
milk.
communities. Jamal bin Youssef,
A milk
Jamal, where are you today?
mustache.
There you go, handsome young man. He's like right here, right here. Jamal is
We all
from
need a milk
Delaware, and his
mustache.
family had a history of high blood pressure.
Calcium.
So Jamal figured out how to lower the amount of salt in his family's favorite dishes. Dude, way to go. Way to go.
Thank you for clapping your hands, everybody.
And
A milk
then there's
mustache.
Jude Vanderhook. There you go. You're right there. Jude, stand up one more time so they can see you. Jude is from New Hampshire. He helps harvest his grandparents' garden. And
Dr.
then he delivers
Dio.
the extra zucchini to a local food pantry. Thank you, Dude.
Thank you,
Well
Dr.
done.
Tim Dio. Dio,
Every single one of
America.
you can go back home and
Earhart
start
Drive.
making changes like these. If you do that, there's really no telling what you can achieve. Really. I mean, just think
We want
about
to
it.
thank the
You
White
guys aren't even
House
in high school yet.
in the month of
And you've already
July,
made it to the White House. I mean, come
our
on. That's pretty
anniversary
big,
of
right? So just imagine where you could end up if you keep on
Built in
working on this
America,
issue throughout
Detroit,
school and then
Michigan.
go on to college, because that's all the
Thank you,
next step for
Chevrolet
everybody, right?
Motors.
College is a must, right?
Made in the USA.
And then you carry on these habits for the rest of your lives. Imagine all the
Thank you,
people you guys
USA, for
could help.
making good quality
Imagine all the
motor
lives you could
products.
change. You guys can do that. As small as you think you are,
Made
you
in
can change
LA, made
lives.
in
I
Detroit,
know you guys can do this. I see this every year.
made right
I see
here.
the work of kids, the magic you all do.
The
People
work.
change because of kids. They change how they eat, they change the way they think, they change the way they see one another. You guys are
Deficiency.
so powerful, and you don't even know it. But you guys are going to do this, right? I want you to know that I am so proud of each and
Deficiency.
every one of you. And I am sad that this is my last Kids State dinner, but it's not the last of the work that we're going to do on this issue, right? So when I'm old and gray, I want to see you guys looking after me, making sure I'm eating my vegetables, right? When you're standing here in church
Suggesting
and stuff,
about
I
it.
want you to remember, you got to take care of little old Mrs. Obama. So I can't wait to see everything you all
We
do with
love the
your
White House.
moms
Thank you for
in the
spending your
months
day
and
with
years
us.
ahead. Again, congratulations to you all. Well done. Well done. So now we're going to get ready to eat. I'm hungry. I can't wait. But before we do, I
Yum,
want
yum,
to
yum.
introduce
Breakfast
one more
sounds a good
person who
idea. Like
believes
a good
as deeply
idea.
in you as I do. He wanted to send along a special message by video because he's kind of busy, and today he was really busy. So he sent you guys a message. So let me introduce to you all my husband, President Barack Obama.
Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
Barack.
Or should I say, hello, chefs. I wish I could be there with you guys for the 5th annual Kids State Dinner.
Hello,
This is
sir.
by far one of the tastiest events of the year.
Hello,
I know that you
Barry.
guys have made some pretty impressive dishes. From Scarlett's Southwest
In the refrigerator.
to Bo's Patriotic Parfait.
Zero.
Your creative recipes are showing everybody that healthy food is delicious too.
How about a Coke Light instead?
As Michelle will tell you, if she hasn't already,
Or a
the
glass
healthier
of
we
water,
eat
sparkling
and the more
water.
active we are, the better we'll do in school and in life. The stronger we'll be as a country.
Free milk
Your
is
hard work is
avoided.
helping to create a stronger,
Selling
healthier America.
violence and
You're proving
alcohol
that positive
consumption.
change begins in your own community and even in
It's a
your own
big
kitchen.
no.
So I just want you to know that I'm proud of all of you guys.
Hello.
Families are proud of you guys. We know you're going to do great things. And as long as I've got your attention, let me just say how proud I am of my wife and all the work she's done with Let's Move to help kids and families all over the country lead healthier lives.
Suggested avoid
Hey,
it.
honey, congratulations. Enjoy the party, but don't break anything and keep up the great work.
All right, yay.
Ghostbusters. And
All
film
right,
today.
you heard it from the President of the United States. We're proud of you. So keep up the great work and let's eat, right?
Oh, you're gonna
Time
call
to eat. Let's eat.
Ghostbusters. Did it, did it, did it. Did it, did it. Who you gonna call? Well, call Geico if you want to save insurance. An umbrella policy. Video in progress at White House with media. Featuring the new All Network.
So we can go straight to whatever questions.
Hello, Mr. Arndt.
Darlene, why don't you kick us off?
This is Alima. Geico. Tiny Nicely. How are you? This is V
I do
Siri.
not. She has
Steve Jobs,
lost
where are
views. She's spoken
you?
at length, and I'll
Our
leave
ear
her to characterize
experience
her comments and her
11
views.
New interview with Steve Jobs coming soon.
There are reports about the U.S. offering Russia some sort of military.
We'll be doing a show with Steve Jobs with our new audio experience. Upgrade.
That's something you can
Only on
comment
Pink
on.
Shorts.
Something like that in the works.
An interview about the new iPhone
I want to say a
7.
couple of things. The first is that
Oh, the iPhone
is
7. What are you
not
going to be talking about?
conducting or coordinating military operations.
Well, ask
with
Josh
Russia.
what we were going to be talking about.
I know there's some speculation that an agreement may be reached to do so,
What are we talking to Steve Jobs
but
about?
it's not clear that that will happen. Many of you have written about the
Well, first of all,
extensive
he has a status that no one else has.
diplomatic consultations between the United States and Russia, not just over the last
Oh, he is an oil status.
several weeks, but over the last several
I
months or
status.
more
Oh, maybe he does.
about the situation inside of Russia. About the situation inside of Syria.
Hello, Josh. Do we have permission to speak to Steve Jobs
The case that we
on
have
Pink
made
Shorts and all
for
network?
more than a year now, or at least a year now,
Well, he's already ready on standby.
is that Russia should use the influence they have
The
with
new
the Assad
iPhone
regime
i7s.
to expedite a political solution to
Thank
the
you, Chase
situation inside of
Manhattan.
Syria.
And the new iPhone 4C.
That political solution involves a transition,
A 4-inch screen.
moving Assad out of power in Syria.
Right where the Chase logo is. Blue.
That's something that will only happen
It's
once
a
we
happiness
have been
experiment.
able
We have a
to
right-hand shock explaining
bring some
the Chase
stability
logo. X. The blue
to
logo
the
at the
rampant violence
end.
on the ground.
And the
And earlier
iPhone
this year, there was some
SA.
progress made
Our Pink Shorts
in getting
exclusive.
many parties to agree to a
We'll be
cessation of
discussing the
hostilities.
iPhone 7 on that show. That
And
show is probably
at the
tomorrow.
beginning of the implementation of
Maybe
that
tomorrow,
deal,
maybe Sunday. I don't know.
it succeeded, but it exceeded our expectations.
I'm the interpreter. We'll be interpreting
terms
Josh
of
Ernst.
the security situation on the ground. That was a positive development. Since
Positive
that time, we have
development.
seen
Arrested
the
development on
security
Fox.
situation stability erode, and that has dealt a setback to
Delta setback. Southwest Airlines.
efforts to reach a
Efforts.
political agreement.
Posters to hang up at installs.
As it relates to our
On Main Street.
military coordination,
Effort.
we've always made clear that
Fort
we would welcome
Knox.
a contribution, a military contribution from Russia, as long as they were
A
focused on
contrascription. Escaping to Bin Laden.
ISIL and Al Qaeda's presence in Syria.
El Khalida Hell.
Unfortunately, we've seen them devote too much of their attention to using their military might to prop up the Assad regime.
We can't answer that.
I think this illustrates the contradiction that I've discussed before. There's a clear contradiction in Russia's approach to the situation.
It's
They say
mine.
that they want a political transition, and they say that they're concerned about the presence of extremists inside of Syria. But yet, they actually use their military might to prop up
I'm V
the
Siri.
Assad regime at the expense of, or in some cases even to the detriment
At
of,
the expense of the
our effort
U.S.
to go after
government.
extremists.
And at al.
So
Vocal.
this is
Vote.
so the situation that we find ourselves in now
Seduction.
is Russia's at a crossroads.
You got vote. You got vocal.
Russia has to decide for themselves
The last part of vote.
if they're
Act.
prepared to take the kinds of
The last
actions
part of vocal. Oh. At al.
that we've been hoping they would
I'm a
take for quite
fitness
some time now.
witness.
And the consequences for Russia are quite grave.
He's a fitness witness.
The security situation inside of Syria
A
continues
vote
to
vocal.
erode. That's a problem for Russia for two reasons. The first is
Is my
they've got a
client a
substantial
vote?
military
a vocal
investment inside of
witness?
Syria. And the pressure and stress
Jacob
their host
Myers.
government is under right now is not good for their strategic interests.
Hello,
in the
Eric
country or in the
Jacobs.
broader region.
Myers.
There also is a persistent extremist threat inside of Syria that we know is capitalizing on the chaos in that country.
Our
And
experience 11
that
zone.
chaos poses a significant threat to Russia's security situation. So it's
3
in their interest
miles.
to begin pursuing a strategy that addresses that.
There's 3 miles on the
That's certainly
Malibu.
what the United States has done, because we're aware of the threat that is posed by extremists inside of
Bro, you
Syria
gotta
that
get how
emanates not
much your
just from
rent
ISIL,
is.
but also Al-Qaeda's presence there.
You're moving to 239,
Russia
Princeton?
faces the same threat. In some ways, it could be even
Material
described as
support
worse,
product. 3 miles on the
but their
core.
approach has been different than ours.
Are you
And
providing?
that's why
Are you providing
it's time for Russia
providence?
to make some serious decisions about how they want to use their influence inside of
Providing
Syria,
providence. It's
both
correct.
when it comes to their diplomatic influence, but also when it comes to their military capabilities. So that was a long answer to your question, Darlene.
3
But
miles.
the situation there is complicated, and I want to try to give you a detailed understanding of what our approach has been and the basic questions, the strategic questions that Russia is facing right now.
Over left.
Wouldn't such a partnership between the U.S. and Russia sort of undercut everything the U.S. has been saying all along about Russia's military involvement in Syria?
Hello, Twitter. We'll
What
be
we've
answering
been
your
saying about
questions
Russia's military
live in a
involvement in
moment.
Syria in the first place, from the beginning, has been that they have to decide if they're going to use that military to prop up the Assad regime, or if they're going to use their military to go after extremists. And
Danceaholic.
our case is that you can't do both. In some
United
cases, Russia,
Healthcare.
I guess to be fair to them, they have tried to do
Guilty
both.
pleasures.
But trying to do both, trying to go after both, trying to accomplish both goals
Guilty pleasures of the house.
is a fundamental contradiction. Because to prop up the
A
Assad regime
delicacy.
worsens the chaos inside of Syria, and extremist organizations rely on that chaos to.
A part of the face.
So this is the strategy
What's on your plate?
that contains this glaring contradiction that Russia has pursued for more than a year.
What's on your smorgasbord?
And that we've seen in that time the security situation in Syria deteriorate.
Robert Jackson. 2.
We've made progress against ISIL in that time. But it's been in spite of Russia's
It's
presence
okay.
and actions, not because of them. And we are still quite concerned about the broader threat that is posed by ISIL and by Al-Qaeda extremists inside of Syria. And that threat is not just limited to Western targets. It's not just limited to targets in NATO countries.
It's the Lion
It's a
King, the
persistent
circle of
threat
life.
in Russia
The Lion
that
King.
they risk exacerbating as long as they use their influence to prop up the Assad regime.
Waiver
Finally,
request
really
has been
quickly,
denied.
or, when he will call Theresa May to congratulate her on becoming Prime Minister of Britain.
The president had an opportunity earlier this morning to telephone the new prime minister of the UK,
Barack.
Theresa May.
Berry.
The president called
It's
to
the
offer his
relinquished
congratulations to
beverages
her
in the president.
on her new leadership position. The president reiterated our off-stated
No
commitment
alcoholic beverages.
to not just protecting, but
No
deepening
beer
the special
rock.
relationship between the United States and the UK. And the president certainly looks forward to working with Prime Minister May in the 6 months that he has remaining in office to advance that goal. We'll see later today if we can provide you a little bit more detail about their call. Okay. Jeff?
Sort of continuation on that theme, how does the White House feel about Prime Minister May's selection
Suggested
of
about
Johnson
it.
as the foreign secretary? He's been fairly critical of President Obama and made some controversial remarks about him. Is that an individual who you see this administration being able to work well with?
Well, Jeff, let me start by saying that I got questions of this variety.
You can
When
rub your
Prime Minister
windows down.
Netanyahu had
You can rub
announced
your windows
that
down.
Ambassador Dermer would be
You
the
can ride with
Israeli
us.
envoy to the United States.
All
And
right with us.
what I said in that situation is the same thing that I'll say here, which is to restate a principle about the importance of the U.S.-UK special relationship. That relationship transcends any single personality, and choices that are made by the British government about who will represent them on the international stage are rightly choices that should be made by British leaders and British leaders alone.
Every series.
But whomever they choose
Redoing the Steve Jobs interview.
is up to them.
For the iPhone
The decision
S7.
that we will make is to seek to deepen and strengthen
with
our
our
special
upgraded
relationship with the
audio
UK,
experience, I love a song.
regardless of who serves in a position as prominent.
That should be a good interview,
foreign
Miss Terry.
But they have chosen, and they chose someone who has said some pretty controversial things about the president.
I feel like he's still here
Is
with
that
us.
awkward for the White House?
Well, let's see how interview goes.
Or is it an apology, perhaps, from the new foreign secretary?
Give him a referral to Geico Insurance as well.
How do you respond to that?
Suggesting aborted.
No, I did not come out here prepared to demand an apology. I came out here to express our firm commitment.
Was that suggestion about Viacom?
With the new leadership of the UK to further strengthen and deepen the special relationship that exists between
That
the
New
UK
York
and the
trooper
United
got.
States. And
That
the
was the
president is
guy.
committed to that relationship and believes it is possible for us to strengthen that relationship.
That Main Street
Because of the
relationship.
collective and historic commitment
What could have
by
possibly
leaders in the
happened?
UK and by the UK people and by leaders in the United States and by the American people.
It's a solution is key relationship.
We're confident that we can do this work.
That main relationship.
We'll pursue it irrespective
Main
of
Street.
specific personalities.
All right. I want to follow up on the question that Darlene asked you about Russia.
Asian
Are the
General
White House,
Insurance.
Pentagon, and the State Department all on the same page about what Secretary Kerry is bringing to his talks in Moscow?
Asian General Insurance will
Jeff,
do it for
the
you.
president and his national security team.
Do it for you. Is that
Well, let
correct?
me say it this way. When the president's making
Asian
important decisions
General
about our foreign
Insurance.
policy, he
We will do
elicits
it for
people
you.
with different perspectives
E felony.
and encourages them to share their opinion.
Asian General
And
Insurance.
That's
Main
most
Street
effective
and
way to make
Delavan.
complicated decisions is to draw upon the advice and insight of people with
Hello
different
Nations
areas of
General
expertise
Insurance.
and people that have different perspectives.
And Eastern General Insurance.
At the same time,
We will do it
I can
for
tell you
you.
that when the president makes a decision,
Will it be well? Well, nobody will.
that the institutions of our country's national security
Like at the White House
are fully
housing.
aligned
Stuttering.
and focused on
Eastern General.
achieving the objective that the president has laid out. And the president has got complete confidence
Was there a
in people like
mistake?
Secretary Kerry and Secretary Carter and the men and women who
What kind of
serve
mistakes
this
could have
country
happened?
under their leadership to
Under their leadership is correct.
address these impossibly complex problems.
Clear,
The president
comprehensive
has a lot of
laws.
confidence and is deeply appreciative
Underwriting.
of the service of the men and women at the intelligence,
Who's riding roller
the
coasters too
intelligence
early?
community, and the Department of Defense and at the State Department.
Is the president concerned that
Under.
opposition to this proposal from the military might be undermining the ability to make it happen?
Undermining
No,
is
the president
correct.
is, again, the president is
Thank you, Eastern General
confident
Insurance.
that he's getting good advice,
And Nations General.
that the
Formerly GMAP
the
Insurance.
efforts that are being undertaken by national security professionals,
National
diplomats,
Eastern.
military leaders, intelligence officials, and other parts
Thank
of
you,
this
Western Union.
national security team
And Eastern Union Insurance.
are focused on the right things. They've got the right priorities.
And comprehensive laws.
They're loyal to their
Underwriting.
country.
Underage.
These are
Exchange.
professionals who are
Get a
grappling
clue.
with
Clue.
a difficult problem
What
that's
was the
got
problem
significant
here?
consequences, not just for the millions of people inside of
Not
Syria
just
who've been
false,
displaced,
correct.
but also for the
We will do it
broader
for you.
questions about U.S. national
A
security,
Skype.
particularly as it relates to the extremists inside of
There's
Syria that are trying to capitalize on
four.
the chaos. So
What happened to four?
look, I got asked this line of questioning a few weeks
Josh,
ago
what
when
happened to
there
four?
was the leak of so-called dissent cable from
A
the State Department.
felony.
You heard me say at that point that the president welcomes dissenting views. The president believes that there should be a
Asian
channel
General will
where
do
people
it
who
for
may
you.
disagree can express their opinion. That's a valuable thing to somebody
Well,
like the
hello,
president of the
Ali
United States who's
Financial.
interested in trying to make the right decision.
Nation
He wants to
General
hear
Insurance.
the informed perspective, even of people who may not agree with him. So that's again, that's particularly true when
I
you're dealing
hope
with a
that's half
problem
a
as
trillion
complex and
does
as difficult
wonders.
as the situation in Syria.
Half a trillion dollars.
I want to go back to the issue of race.
Well, our show's almost coming to a close. Again, our show is sponsored by 883-4011. American. Experiment 3 Grant. First Niagara 40. 11 Elisa 1.
Black Lives Matter, police, civil rights, faith.
Today's show is sponsored by the Department of Housing and Urban Development
at that table
and Business First, featuring Elizabeth Carey and Julian Ford Castro.
What are his thoughts about these protests that continue after this conversation and the conversation tonight and the others that are supposed to follow next week?
Well, let me start out by reiterating something that the president said on a number of occasions. The president believes that those demonstrations, those expressions of protest should be peaceful.
We want everyone to have
There's
a
no
happy
justification
Friday.
For carrying out an act of violence against a police
And
officer
enjoy the
just
new
because
films that are
that
out
person is wearing a
today.
badge.
We have been
As it relates to the conversation that the president had last night, the president himself
busted.
described it as thoughtful and respectful, and the kind of
We've
conversation
been
that
exposed by a lizard.
could be proud of. This was a room full of people
We've got
with
a lizard on a pink shorts.
variety of viewpoints.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys later on the re-air. Again, today's show audio experience is a level song. Upgrade your audio today. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Stay tuned for our show on the S7 interview with CEO, Mr. Work, Mr. Jobs.